decals. We're gonna check this out here. Check the level here in this fan transmission. Oh. Stick something in there. Actually, there is some, and it looks good too. Okay. So I'm just gonna add some more. Let's see. Yeah, there is some. Thank God. have some, this is some 90 weight oil, Kubota actually. Okay, you guys want to see if she starts? I know I do. Just hope. Just hope I haven't forgotten anything. Yeah, it might go a little better if I was to plug a battery to it. Things here and there. I adjusted the tracking. Look, wheels aren't turning anymore. So I'm going to tighten all these brackets up. See, they're not turning at all. So I know my cooling fan is working. Sounds quite nice actually. Happy about it. I got good air circulation. Actually sucking it in. Okay, we'll see if now everything's tightened up back there. The two torsion bars, they're tight. The nut on top of the torsion bar, tight. The two blocks, I just leaned them on the round spacers, tightened those up, both of them. And so we'll see. Our goal here is that because it's on jack stands, our goal here is to have these wheels stable, no turning. Or if, you know, they could turn a little bit, but if I hold them back, then they won't move the machine. So I'm gonna open up the door, let the smelly gas out, and we'll start it up and see. And you know, it could be that they're still gonna move. I just have to knock those blocks a little bit to keep it from moving. Anyways, let's see what happens. That, folks, no movement. That, my friends, is fixed. Okay, so we're gonna work on the cab now. We're gonna lower this cab, clean it up, paint it, do the best we could with what we got. I have to put a new seat in there, so let's just get started with this. It's not very nice, I can tell you that. So I only painted the bottom because I want to close that cab. Because I need to take the windows out, replace the, see some of them are cracked. I need to pull them out, and after, you know, we'll then paint the grille and the rest of the whole cab. Cab is back down. Look at all the work we got to do in here. A lot of work. So here's my wire situation. This is that panel that goes in the corner here. So we got this fixed, the glow plug one, we got it fixed. This, one of these two works. Now, I don't know what it means, but it works. This switch works fine. And this would be the light switch. I got to figure out the light switch. But I have all these wires here, you know, they're unplugged. I don't know what the hell they are. So I got to go through all of this stuff. And for now, what I'm going to do is just, you know, clean out these wires and just get them working again. And we'll take it from there. Okay, so my fuel level doesn't work on this. So we fixed the hour meter, the voltage meter. I got to pass a wire to this guy, the temperature. And now let's look into the fuel gauge. I'm thinking that why don't we just start off with cleaning out all the contacts and making sure that the contacts are good, and we'll take it from there. Just the other day, I was trying to figure out what the hell this is. You know? Then I'm looking at these wires. We got a purple wire there, and we got a black wire there. So I'm trying to fix my fuel gauge, only to realize that this plugs into my fuel gauge sender. And that right over here, that thing there, this guy here, that's the cap for that. So I got to clean that out. I have to remove that thing, try and, I don't know, smagoogle something with this, make that work again, because it's not working. Pulled out the fuel sending unit. And So it's in bad shape, all right? And this is the plug, basically, that goes somewhere on top of it. So I'm gonna see if I can do something about that. We'll see what comes of it. So this is what that looks like. You can see there's like, let me just, you see those two? There we go. There's two dots. That's where the wires would plug in to. And this thing slides up and down, and this thing here, I would say, is a magnet, probably. And I suppose the magnet creates some sort of a current, and which sends back to the gauge. So let's see if we can weld something to those two things. First of all, we're going to test it, see if it works. You guys, check that out. I might get away with it because look at this. Let me just, there. I'm getting a reading. Hold on. There we go. I get a reading, right? And if I lift up this magnet, look at that. Look at my reading. I'm going to get away with it. Of course I could buy a new one. Will I? No. You see, what I need to do is I have to go weld my connection on these two spots there. So I'm thinking that I might just cut this part off on the top just to bring it down a little bit so I could have access and weld those things. I'm going to cut that with the Dremel, see what happens. Okay, so here we go, right? It's not going to be easy with the camera and all. Let's see if we can somehow peel this back here. I don't want to break anything. Okay, right there. Come on, baby. Okay. So we got a bit of the brass out. I'm gonna peel this paper back. It's some sort of plastic insulator. See if it still works. I still have a signal. Oh yeah. Okay. So all I have to do now is weld that to that. like so. Let's get that ready. Okay, we got it welded on, and it's pretty okay. Let's see if it has a signal. Oh yeah, baby, it has a signal. Yep, it works. Okay, fantastic. Oh man, am I happy. Okay, cool. That's perfect. Now, if I can just get this guy sitting up here, and we could fill all of this up with some kind of hot glue or something like that, so that it's nice and sturdy, you know? Let's see what I can do. Here's my plan. I'm going to use this stuff. It's like a, well, it's an epoxy. No sag, no drip, heavy duty stuff. And there's like steel shavings in it or something. I don't know. But now that this is welded, I don't want anything to happen to it. So I'm going to fill up all of the inside here to keep it nice and tight, so that no longer moves. Let me mix up a batch. So here's what it looks like. We're gonna wait till this hardens. It becomes really rock hard. So logically this will be very sturdy. It won't move around. I could plug it, unplug it, and do whatever I want. Hopefully. That's the plan. Cool. So it's all dry, and it doesn't move. So my plan right now is we'll just plug it in. We'll manually move this guy. So I got it plugged in, and right now the float is completely at the bottom. So that should tell me on the gauge that I'm completely empty. So you see, when I tell you, don't trust anything. If I look at the fuel gauge, it says, right, black ground, purple goes to S. I don't know what S means, but it doesn't matter. The light is gray, and the I is the orange. Okay? Let me show you something. Let me just show you something. If I look at this, the previous owner had orange here, he had black here, and he had purple here. And the gray wire, which is the light, was here. So that was correct. The S, was the S? Yeah, the S was fine, but the orange should have been here and the black should have been here. So what they did is they probably took it apart because it wasn't working, and they tried to fix it through the gauge. They plugged the wires wrong. They probably went on the internet, saw this, saw that was at the extremity of the thing was black, just like this. instead of putting it here, they put it here, which caused that baby. So let's see if I can, I don't know if I'll be able to save this, but I'll try and unweld it and weld another one there. I can't even have the value of it because all those bars are burnt off. So anyways, we'll just try anything. Okay, so I tried it out, and unfortunately it no longer works. You know, if you look at the coil, it's black. So they plugged it in wrong. I got to find another one. So I've ordered a new fuel gauge. I'll be getting it this week sometime. We'll be installing it in the next video. We're coming along fine with this Bobcat. We're almost done. I mean, everything is now pretty much working except for the odds and ends of the electrical system. So it's moving along. Some of you are asking me why I have 30 minutes videos. The reason is the analytics. Analytics is telling me that some people lose interest after 15, 20 minutes. Most of you watch them till the end, and I thank you for that. But the fact of the matter is that I don't want to bore anybody with videos. I'd rather produce something good for 30 minutes than something boring for an hour. So please subscribe, comment. I like the comments, and like. It helps me a great deal.